up everyone, Andorvbs here, your Dutch guy diving into the wildest Polish football scenes. And today we are in Gdańsk for the Trojmiasto derby. Lechia Gdańsk versus Arka Gdynia. This isn't just a match, this is a total football war. The ultras are ready and the stakes couldn't be higher. The Lechia fighting for survival, Arka wanting revenge for 2 years ago. Who is louder, who's prouder, who owns Trojmiasto? As you can see, I'm taking you right into the center of the noise, especially for this derby between some of the loudest fan groups in Poland. Get ready for pyros, tifos, the whole lot, because today the heroes are not only on the pitch, they're also in the stand. I'm excited to be back, so let's get this match going. Lots of work went into this. I cannot wait to see what happens. And it's starting already. You can see that you're in the north. There's like seagull feathers everywhere. I love it. I love it, man. So yeah, the stadium's going to be sold out. 1,800 Arka fans going to be here. But the situation on the table for both teams is not that good. Lechia Gdańsk in last with -3 points because of financial stuff. But it's clear they're playing all-out football because they have the highest goal scoring and highest goal conceding record of the league. So it's pretty clear it's all or nothing for them. Arka, I saw last weekend lose against Katowice, the same Katowice that I saw lose last night. So to be honest, at this point, it's difficult for me to say how they will perform today. Oh my God, it looks insane, man. It looks insane. Trojmiasto is ready, man. Let's get going. It's crazy crowded here with YouTubers, with Instagrammers, with TikTokers. You cannot hate their creativeness. As you can hear, the people behind me don't really like that banner. Looks like it's too windy for the smoke bombs. very close first half. I'm not leaving, I'm just quicker right outside. I hope at least, because there's other police here. But yeah, it's very close between both teams. At the moment, I don't really see a team standing out, but at least the fan atmosphere is amazing. So let's try and get back inside for the second half. Let's go. Arka preparing a set. Cannot really see it from this angle, but it looks like two gods fighting. Poseidon on the right, which is Lechia Gdansk. But it says below Trojmiasto, one god. Looks like more is on the way. Lechia keeps struggling, finding that last man. That was the closest Arka came to the goal in the second half. Maybe even first half. One last show from Lechia Gdansk. So for this match, the fans have been the winners because on the field, not much happening. You see, it's a very scrappy match. What's to be expected in this kind of derbies? Flags and banners being burned. I was so distracted by the fire, I missed the goal, I just saw a header. Finally, they found the man in the crosses. Stadium is exploding. It is over. Lechia wins again here. That's how cruel derby can be. Arka was close to getting at least a point. So with the derby over, I can now try to find my way back home. But let me know in the comments which fan group did win tonight. Because it wasn't that great on the field, but in the stands, it was hectic. Anyway, drop your opinions below in the comments and I'll read them all. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? So like, subscribe, you know what to do. And I almost forgot. Let me input the stadium review. And now it's at least a bit quieter, so I can do the stadium review quickly. The stadium is one of the biggest in the Ekstraklasa. Anyways, I'm going to give the stadium an 8. Well, with the caveat that it's a stadium made for events and not for a football team. For the location, I'm going to give it a 7. It is a bit out of the city center, but there are a lot of public transport options here. I even took the free train today. For the atmosphere, I'm going to give it a 6. I saw stuff set up outside, and around the stadium there are a lot of things to do, like bungee jumping, karting, but they don't really have anything specific to do with a match day. And for the cuts, I'm going to give it a 7. It's standard prices. I have a ticket, just in case I didn't get the price factor. And I think it was like 60, and it was like somewhere up there. So yeah, the Lechia Gdansk, I think mid-table-ish, so that's pretty decent. And with that, there's another team done. We're going to do all teams this season. So stay tuned for that and many more crazy Polish football games. We'll see each other in the next video. Na razie. Bye bye.